Well, good morning once again, and welcome to our Radiant Word Devo for today. I'm Pastor Dustin, coming to you from my favorite lookout spot up here on the top of a little bit of a mountain. You can see Pikes Peak in the background. This is the same spot I tried to share with you guys and video from about a couple months ago when this whole thing started, and the wind wouldn't cooperate. So I'm hoping it cooperates today, and if I'm a little sweaty looking and a little out of breath, that's because I just ran the couple miles it took to get up here, and it is not flat. So I'm gonna do my best to get through this, but I just love this spot for a lot of different reasons. And today we're still in the book of Genesis in our Radiant Word Devo, and looking at Joseph and his little bouts with Potiphar's wife in chapter 39 today. And what I took away from this, you know, it's a story I've heard and kind of looked through and read through, and you often kind of pull out the bit about Joseph's ability to withstand temptation, and no matter how hard Potiphar's wife tried to get him to succumb, he stood up and ran away from the temptation and flee. But the part that jumped out to me today that I wanted to share with you guys was just the fact that multiple times throughout this chapter it reiterates the fact that God was with him, and because God was with him, he caused Joseph to flourish in all his dealings. Everybody he came in contact with, even the Potiphar's house that he was serving, flourished because Joseph was there and Joseph was in charge of the things. And I just love that perspective that, you know, no matter where we're at, we can be used of God, and he can cause everything that we do to flourish, everything we do to prosper, because he's working everything together for our good, for those who are called according to his purpose. And, you know, I'm just reminded of the perspective, especially when I come up here on this lookout spot. You know, it brings things into perspective a bit. And about a month ago when I was hiking up here, it was a super cloudy day, a lot of fog down at my house where I was started the hike at. And as I got out of the clouds, I came up here and the sun was out. The peak was glorious in the distance, and you could just see it like a sea of clouds, like a lake of clouds below this whole valley and all across Colorado Springs off in the distance. And I was just reminded of that no matter how dark it may seem, God has the ultimate perspective. He sees the beginning of time to the end of time. He knows what's going on, and it might seem like we're in a valley, it might seem like we're in a wilderness, in the dark, in the fog, and we can't see a way out of it, but we just gotta trust that God's in control. And it's such a good reminder for this time that we're in, that God is always in control. He's working it all together for our good. And just like Joseph, you know, he was wrongfully accused, even though he was trying to do the right thing. You know, it reminds me of that phrase, no good deed goes unpunished. Well, he was trying to be godly and honoring his boss, and he still was thrown in prison, and he spent years in that prison, no matter how many good things he did, and God still caused him to flourish. But I think it's so easy, and it could have been easy for Joseph to see himself in those situations and be like, man, God, where are you? You know, I'm trying to be faithful, I'm doing the right things, and no matter what I do, I always end up in a worse spot, it seems like. And you know, if any of us are going through a wilderness where we've been in it for several years, you might think God's forgotten about you. But just remember, just like Joseph, God's working it all together for your good, and he's with you, and he'll cause things to prosper for you. And I believe that for you, and I pray that blessing over you. And one more just side mention. If you're wondering if my hair is looking a little shorter, I am a couple pounds lighter. I finally got my summer haircut, got it all chopped off. So there it is in all its sweaty glory today. Yeah, so it's great to be with you guys today. I hope you enjoyed Radiant Word. Continue to dive into God's Word, continue to press into Him. And if you find yourself in a wilderness season, just remember He's there, and He's working everything together for your good. I love you guys. God bless you. Have a great day.